Welcome back to the Actary Magic Channel. I'm Steve, the Actary. Today we are talking about Nalia. But before we get into that, I want to let you know we're sponsored today by MTG On Command. We make these really sweet deck boxes where you get to showcase your commander before your opponent gets their whooping. They get to know what you're doing. Or maybe not. That's a bad idea. Anyway, link in the description below for 10% off your first purchase. Also, if you're interested, we're doing custom proxies over on my Patreon that we are doing some really cool stuff. I'd love it if you go and check that out if you have any interest. All right, now let's get into Nalia. Okay, so she's a 3-drop, okay? 3/3, black, white, and a generic human rogue. You may look at the top card of your library anytime. You may cast Cleric, Rogue, and Warrior, and Wizard spells from the top of your library. Wow. At the beginning of combat on your turn, if you have a full party, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control, and those creatures gain death touch until end turn. For clarification, clarification. Anyway, you need, for a full party, you need a Cleric, a Rogue, Warrior, and Wizard. Now, all of the changelings count as at least one of those. They do not count as all 3 of those. So I usually have them check as being the one I'm missing from my other cards. Anyway, let's go. Let's go. Honorable mention first. Hyena Umbra. Now, I like this card because it's going to protect my commander with that totem armor. It's a 1-mana aura. It says enchanted creature gets +1/1 and has first strike. Now, Nalia gives your creatures death touch. So first strike and death touch is like the chef's kiss. Just delightful. Mwah. I just love it. Love it. Now, if you add a trample in there, it'd be really gross. But anyway, continuing on. Hyena Umbra, I really like it because it's just going to protect your commander from a good old-fashioned board wipe. It's 1-mana investment. It's a common. It's so easy to get your hands on. Highly recommended. Next up, number 5 on our list, Archetype of Courage. It's a 3-drop 2/2 human soldier, which is not part of our party. But hold on. Creatures you control have first strike. Creatures your opponents control lose first strike and can't have or gain first strike. Yes, please. Now this means all of our death touchers are going to be winning every combat that they get into. I like he a lot. Now, but he is not a warrior, cleric, rogue, or wizard. But anyway, he's good. Next up we have Ghoul Caller's Bell. I think this card is an auto-include in our decks. Now, the reason I say that is because it's symmetrical. We actually enjoy that because we don't have to activate Ghoul Caller's Bell unless we really want to. Say we get something stuck on top, like we're flooding out and we get a land on top. Well, now Ghoul Caller's Bell, since our commander can look at the top card, we can activate Ghoul Caller's Bell and get that card out of the way. Not to mention the peripheral things that we're going to be getting from our opponents. There's sometimes Ghoul Caller's Bell is going to shut off Vampire Tutor and Imperial Seal. Just fantastic against those cards. All right, let's keep going. Number 3 on our list, Sigrid God Favored. It's a 3-drop 2/2 flash creature, human warrior. Okay. Protection from god creatures and first strike. Whenever it enters the battlefield, exile up to 1 target attacking or blocking creature until Sigrid leaves the battlefield. The reason I like this so much is because you can kind of dodge some board wipey stuff or dodge like some removal and then flash it in at the end of somebody else's turn, untap with it. Now you've got a first striker that's going to get death touch with your commander attacking, and then it's also going to exile somebody else's, attacking or blocking creature. Sigrid got my mark of approval. Number 2 on our list, pow! Sensei's Divining Top. Lots of copies of this entering the marketplace. I would hold off for at least another week or 2 before you buy yours because Sensei's Divining Top, I project, will come down in value some more. Now, for 1 mana, you get an artifact that says pay 1, look at the top 3 cards of your library, then put them back in any order. So again, what we can do is we can take that Ghoul Caller's Bell and we can stack our deck to where the most useless card goes to the top. We tap Ghoul Caller's Bell, remove it, put it in our graveyard, and then Sensei's Divining Top is going to make sure that we always have the best card sitting on top of our library. It's fantastic. Then it also says tap, draw a card, then put Sensei's Divining Top on top of its owner's library. This is such a good card. It's so good. But the number 1 on our list is a Atari. What? Okay, these cards are functionally almost identical. So Imperial Seal and Vampire Tutor both search your library for a card, put on top of your library, you lose 2 life. But Vampiric Tutor is only like a $30 or $40 card, and it's an instant, whereas Imperial Seal is a $100 card, or $120 card, and it's a sorcery. So Imperial Seal is basically the worst card, but they're both amazing in this deck, especially considering not only can we go and get anything out of our library, but any creature we want to get for our deck, we can just play it off the top with our commander. This is fantastic. There's no reason not to be playing these cards in our deck. It's so good. Anyway, thank you all so much for coming out. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you have any questions, please leave them in the description below. I'd love to answer. I love talking to you all. But also remember, MTG On Command is doing the 10% discount over there. Now, I do want to say that I'm really excited about my Patreon. I know that I talk about it too much, and we're doing some really cool stuff where I'm trying to get some 3D printed Commander proxies. I'm really excited about those, but we also have some regular proxies that are turning out so good. Go over to my Patreon, link in the description below if you have any interest in that. Thank you so much for your time. Anyway, love you guys. Have a great one. Bye. I don't know.